All right, it's break time. We got a different Voodoo Ranger here found a couple, 2 or 3 weeks ago. This one here is the 1985 Mango IPA. It's a 7.5. No, 6.7% ABV. India Pale Ale with mango flavor and spice. 1985. That's when I like this can. This is gonna be one I'm gonna definitely keep. Has a special personal what's the word? Special meaning. The year does. 85. It's when I met my girlfriend and then married her. So, and it was see, I'd been living here in Tulsa for a year before I met her. She ended up being a blind date when I was working at Village Inn Pancake House here in Tulsa. And after we met, we hit it off, and we saw each other almost every night. Dated for about 6-7 months, I think. And then I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. All right, so let's see. I haven't had an IPA in a while. Got about a 5-finger head right now. Nice, fine, bubbles going on in that head there. It's off-white, maybe a little bit. Looks kind of like a cloudy IPA. Nice amberish color. Ooh, wow, that smells really good. There's a little dent in it. Didn't notice that. I got this on a pick 6. I've been working outside. Please excuse my appearance. Been burned all my stuff in my burn pit there. And then there was a crepe myrtle here when we moved in this house about 8 years ago, something like that now. No, 7 years ago, something like that. But it hasn't really been doing like real good. It's been kind of a crappy looking crepe myrtle, if you all know what a crepe myrtle is, bush. But my sister-in-law that passed away in 2020, she had a bunch of those that I took care of for her at her house. They were growing in her front flower bed, and she'd had me come over and cut them down a little bit, and cut off all the dead stuff off of them, mulch around them, stuff like that, every 1 to 2 years or something like that. But every year I think she'd had me come around and cut at least like the dead tips off of them and stuff. But so that's kind of special to keep it. I almost thought about getting rid of it, but it's doing good this year, so I cleaned up around it, took the leaves out and stuff like that. Leaves out from underneath it, and put some edging around it. Been doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's a little humid out here. It's been overcast for the most part, which that helps. But yeah, my neighbor's gonna come by maybe later and put some parts on my tiller. I got a little tiller that I haven't been able to use because the gas line, corroded from inside the little tank, the gas tank, and he's gonna fix it up for me. Put new lines on it, and I think he's gonna do something to the carburetor on it too. I don't know what all, but now it's got a 2-finger head, nice and float looking head there in the center, kind of like a root beer float, kind of frothy. Man, it's got a nice sweet mango-ish aroma. You get those hops in there. Man, that smells so good. Okay, well, let's give it a try. So did it have a date on it? Didn't have a date on it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Man, that is good. Nice sweet mango flavor right up front. Light carbonation, medium, almost full body on it. Just on the aftertaste, just a slight bitter. It's very, very little though. Just, I wouldn't even count any IBUs in this. Man, that is good. That's so drinkable, smooth. My break time, it's even clicking the button. It's even clicking this. It's even flipping the switch on the sessionable. It's good. I don't think back in the 80s that IPAs were in the US, but I don't know that for sure. I'd have to research that. I never heard of them. I heard of stouts, I heard of porters, I heard of Belgiums, I've heard of wheat beers. Never really was familiar with saisons. Heard of pilsners, heard of lagers, heard of malt liquors. Never heard of a IPA before. Heard of German beers. Ooh, excuse me. Somebody's gonna put in the comment the minutes, the exact minute point that I did that burp. That's all they're gonna put, is that. That happens a lot, but that wasn't really a big burp. Probably not, notificationable, commentable. Anyway, wow. Yeah, I could drink in a sociable environment. I could drink 2 or 3 of these pretty easy. That's how drinkable these things are. The ABV is kind of in a medium area. You'll start feeling it pretty good after a couple, 2 or 3 of these. 6.7. Um, what else? I mean, I got so many projects I do around here. My wife just told me a little bit ago, I'm compiling a list of important projects to do around here. Okay. I've got enough of those just on my own. She's gonna add to it. Just a little bit left in there. End of this week is my payday, so I want to go get some more beers. I'm down to one more to review. It's the Black Cherry Juice, Joose. Black cherry or blackberry. Anyway, I reviewed it a few years ago, but it said the J series on it. This one doesn't say that. So I don't know if it's something different or if they just took the J series part off or what. But I'm not gonna call it a revisit. I'm gonna review it as a different beer. It's a 14% ABV, so I gotta make sure that I do it at the right time of day and, excuse me, and maybe not be going to work the next day, possibly, like on a Friday. That'll be one I'll have ice in it. Okay, well, I better end it here. I got a few things to do before my neighbor gets here. When he gets here, then we visit for a while afterwards, and he kind of hangs around a little bit, and he might drink a beer with me, I don't know. But I won't be doing anything else after that, after I assist him with fixing this tiller. So so I need to do what I'm gonna do now before he gets here. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we will see you on the next one. Oh, Jeffrey Marsh just gave me a couple of comments this morning, or was it last night? He just got back from from the future in his time machine, and found out that my future subscribers want me to do some comparison videos. I think that's how he worded it. I don't know. He's crazy. Anyway, I got a couple more comparison videos. One, he wants me to do I know he's watching right now, probably. He wants me to do a 4-beer comparison. Let's see, a St. Pauli Girl, a Peroni. What was the other ones, Jeffrey? Miller High Life? Stella Artois. Then the other one, they just want me to do a Harp compared to a Beck's. Beck's was in that 4 beer. Now, like I told him in my reply to him, I can't find the Beck's in a 6-pack. I don't know why. I can only find it in a case. I like Beck's, but I don't really want to spend my beer budget on a full case of that. So I'll have to see what I can find. There's a couple of my local liquor stores in my neighborhood that I could go by. I haven't been by in a while. Maybe they have them in a smaller amount, but that's good. That's a 5. I didn't give a rating on it. That's a big 5 out of 5 right there. I wonder what the significance of the 1985 is. He's kind of got those kind of 80s kind of look. I don't know if they were doing that with their hats back in the 80s though. I don't know, maybe the rappers were. I don't know for sure. I know I didn't wear my hat like that. I've been wearing my hat like this for many, many years. I like these kinds, you know, the more of a low profile, not the trucker hat where it sticks up like that. Low profile. I like my rim to be curved like this, not flat. I don't like the flat ones. And whenever some of the companies send me a hat, a lot of times they send me those rapper hats that are flat. They're just like completely flat, and then this front here is kind of straight up. I don't look, I mean, I'm almost 60 years old. I don't look good with those kind of hats, you know. Wow, man, that's good. Okay, well, I'm gonna end it here. Thank y'all for watching, I appreciate it. 1985 Mango IPA from Voodoo Ranger. Out of New Belgium Brewing, Fort Collins, Colorado. I gotta mention this every time. When I lived in Loveland, Colorado, Fort Collins is just a hop, skip, and a jump north, I think. And I used to go up there all the time with my friend Richard, and we'd cruise Fort Collins. Back in the 80s, early 80s, there was a strip right there by the college. It went down and it kind of curved around and made like a racetrack. And everybody would, you know, cruise that racetrack. And it was kind of a stretch. I mean, if somebody got side by side and they wanted to, you know, do just a little short drag and just see who had the, you know, the quickest get up, you know, you know, they'd do, you know, mess like that and do that at the light, you know. And I never had a fast car, but I had a loud car. I had a Chevelle. It was dual exhaust and had those glass packs. You heard those? Made it really, you know, it was really, really loud. And I'd step on the accelerator, you know, get going, and I'd put it in low 1. It'd backfire. Pa, 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 pa. It sounded cool and it sounded fast, but it wasn't fast. It was just a fun little car. I sanded that thing and primed that thing when I first got it, and I sprayed it with 50 cans of blue spray paint in my garage. I was 16, 17 years old, I think, something like that, when I got it. Crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here. I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope y'all were able to hang out with me today while I reviewed this and kind of chatted. And we will see you all on the next one.